Hello, everyone. This is Casual, and this is probably about my third retake. This is not as easy as I thought it might be, and a lot of you YouTubers may have gone through this when you're early stages. So bear with me. I'm going to do the best I can to try to get your computer back in your control. So today's video is going to be about how to rescue your computer back to a point where it can work properly because you've somehow got yourself malware or virus or something that is controlling your computer, putting things on your applications that you don't want. You may have some malware, anything like that that has came and corrupted your computer and it just seems to be taking over. So we're working with Windows 8.1 today. And some of you may have Windows 8, some of you may have Windows 7, some of you may have Windows Vista, or you may even have XP. Not to fear, you too may be able to wrench the control of your computer back into your hands because we're going to go through how to get to the restore point of a previous state when your computer was working properly and everything was fine. So, being that this is Windows 8.1, there are several ways for you to get to the control panel. You may need to navigate through the control panel to get to the recovery so that you can get to your recovery point. So one of the ways is that when your computer first boots, it's going to be in the start screen. This is the start screen for Windows 8.1. And if you're here, one of the ways that you can get to the control panel is to, as you roll your mouse around on the left side of your screen into the lower left corner, there'll be this arrow that you would need to click on that will take you to your apps. And you'll have whatever apps that are installed on your computer appear in this list of apps. If you roll the mouse left or right, your screen will start to scroll to the left or the right. Now, depending on how you have your apps set in their view mode, mine is set by name, but that's not the default. It is the default, but yours could be showing your apps by date, or it could be showing by the most used, or it could be showing by category. I don't know which way you've set yours up, if you've changed anything, or what it was set as defaulted. But in this case, mine is set up by name. So if I scroll all the way to the right side, there's an easy way for me to find control panel, which would be here. Now, maybe your computer has too many apps for you to be trying to locate, and you're tired of looking anyway because it's just too much stuff. Well, there's a new search bar. And if you go to the search bar, you can simply type in control panel and it will search the apps for you. So we'll give you an example like this. If you type in control, it'll search through and it'll bring it up here and boom, there we are, control panel. This is the control panel. And that's one way to get there. Okay. So we're going to show you another way to get there with some shortcuts. Let's say that you did boot the computer and this is at the screen and you don't want to go through the tiles to get your application. You want to go through the desktop. Now you can either click on the tile that takes you to the desktop, which would be here. That's one way to get there. Or you could use the Windows shortcut key. Now, if you look at your keyboard, on the left side of the keyboard, near the bottom, there's a Windows key. There's a little key that has like the little Windows logo located on it. If you click that key, it will take you to the desktop. It's like, boom, there we are. We're at the desktop. So, you can click back and forth from desktop to tiles. So now that we're on the desktop, there's also another way to get to the desktop, and that is to bring your mouse to the lower left corner and just kind of hold it there, and you'll see that Windows logo pop up in that lower left screen. If you click that, that will also take you to the desktop, like so. Click it again, takes you back to the start screen. So now we're at the desktop. We're still trying to show you different ways to get to the control panel. Now, let's go to this computer, which would be here. And this little shortcut is called this computer. It's something that Windows 8.1 came up with. In Windows 8, it may be called just computer, and Vista, it may be my computer. If you go back to XP, it also says my computer. So anyway, we're going to click that. So this, once we open this up, you can see all your drives, some of your shared files and folders, and any additional things that you may have set up. Now, we're not going to go through these to get to the control panel. What we're going to do is look for a shortcut that's in your address bar. If you click this down arrow in your address bar, you'll see some shortcuts. And what we want to do is we want to select the control panel, which is here. Okay, now we're in control panel. Now your view of control panel may be set up in category mode, which mine is. It seems that this is its default in Windows 8.1. It's not my choice, but that's what it chooses. Every time I set it, it goes back. But I'm going to change it because I don't like this. This is not easy for me. I like something that's a little more helpful. I like to go directly to it instead of going through these categories. So we're going to click on this category button here, the little down arrow, and you can change the view of how your shortcuts and apps are appearing on the screen. So I'm going to select small icons. There, that's much better for me. We have small icons. So from here, it will be easier for me to get to the recovery. So we navigate here to the recovery. We can see that there it is right there. We're going to click that and go into the recovery. Now that we're in recovery, you're going to see some more advanced recovery tools. What the tool that we're going to use is the one with the date. So we're going to open up the open system restore. So let's click on that and see what happens. So now that we're in system restore, this screen is going to tell you that this is a way for you to fix some problems and things that may be going on with your computer, things of that nature. So let's just go over here to the next button, click on that, and you're going to have some dates appear into your system restore screen. Now, mine has 2 dates. Yours may have 1 date, or it may have 4 dates, or it may have not any dates. I don't know how new your system is. If it's been up and running for a while, a month or so, if you've installed some other applications, they may have created restore points that go back even further than this date. So if you click this button here, this button will open up any other dates that you may have and see if that may work for you. So if I click mine, I have several dates that I can choose from to go back to get control of my computer. Now, what you want to do is you want to pick a date that you knew your computer was working properly before you got any kind of crap or any kind of malware that's just in there just uh, making havoc of your computer. So you select the date. Let's say we select the 23rd of February there. So remember that once you select that date, it's going to go back in time to that date, and anything that was installed on your computer after that date should be removed. Some of the files, some of the software, it should be able to go into your registry and take out some of the things that have been installed, and hopefully it can get to the virus and malware that has infected your computer. So we're going to click on the next button, and this is going to tell you to confirm that this is what you want to do. You want to return your computer back to this previous state. Now, if you're concerned about um, what programs and files may be affected, you can click on this link right here, and the computer will scan and try to tell you which files will be affected. You can click that if you like. But for me, and for these purposes, I'm just going to click the finish button. Well, I'm not actually going to click it, but you're going to click the finish button because you've already picked your date. You've decided that this is the date that you want to return the computer to, and you're hoping that this will fix it. So click that finish button, and remember that once this starts, you cannot stop your computer. You can't turn it off. You shouldn't do anything until it has finished restoring your computer back to that past state. Once that past state has been restored, the computer will reboot, it will open, and hopefully, voila, your virus will be gone. So if you found this video helpful, oh, and one more thing, I'm going to post a link in the description that will take you to the Windows site that will give you more descriptions on how to restore your computer to a previous safe mode. So again, if you like the video, please subscribe, and hopefully I'll be having up some new videos soon. And leave comments, positive or negative. I'm sure I'm going to get both because you're just a friendly bunch of people out there. So have a good one, and I will catch you later.